Oda has been telling us who the Straw Hats will marry since day one. We just weren't paying attention. The chef marries a chef, the navigator marries a strategist, and the swordsman marries someone who understands the way of the blade. It's been right in front of us this entire time. Today, we're diving into the love lives of every marriageable Straw Hat, and before you ask, no, we're not including Chopper because he's 15 and literally a reindeer. Brook's already been married, Frankie's too super for commitment, and Jinbei's married to his duty. But the rest? Oh boy, some of these predictions are going to shock you. Let's start with the chef who falls in love every 5 seconds. You probably think Sanji would marry Nami or Robin after years of simping, right? Wrong. Sanji's marrying Pudding. And yes, I know their relationship started with attempted murder. Pudding is literally the only woman who's ever seen past Sanji's perverted exterior to the genuinely kind soul underneath. When she called his eye beautiful, that wasn't just a moment, that was character development. She's also a chef who appreciates food like he does. That's intimacy for Sanji beyond just physical attraction. The memory wipe actually makes this more likely. Sanji will seek her out again because that connection was real, and without Big Mom's interference, that wedding's happening for real. Now let's talk about the navigator who values money more than most relationships. You probably think Nami ends up with Luffy, or maybe Sanji, but you're completely off. She's ending up with Trafalgar Law, and before you riot, think about their dynamics. Law's one of the few men who treats Nami as an intellectual equal. He doesn't simp, doesn't perv, just respects her navigation skills and strategic mind. He's also loaded from being a warlord. Nami's not gold digging, but financial security matters to someone who grew up in poverty. Their personalities complement perfectly. Law's calm deadpan balances Nami's explosive temperament. Remember their interactions in Wano? That subtle respect is foundation for something deeper. Speaking of unexpected couples, our sniper's love life is actually the most straightforward. You probably think Usopp might find some brave warrior woman, but that's not his story. Usopp's marrying Kaya, and this isn't speculation, it's destiny. She's been waiting for him since day one, studying medicine to support his journey. Every lie Usopp told became truth. He said he'd become a brave warrior of the sea and return worthy. He's done all of that. Kaya represents everything Usopp fights for. Home, peace, and someone who believed in him before he believed in himself. The wedding's happening in Syrup Village with the Usopp pirates as groomsmen. Bank on it. But if Usopp's love story is simple, our archaeologist is anything but predictable. You probably think Robin would end up with Frankie or Law for the shared trauma and intelligence, but Robin's actually marrying Sabo, and the reasoning is brilliant. Think about what Robin needs. Someone who understands government oppression, values knowledge, and fights for freedom. That's literally Sabo's entire character. The Revolutionary Army has been protecting and studying the Void Century alongside Robin's research. Sabo would understand her work's importance beyond just crew support. He's also one of the few who could match her dark humor. The men who declared war on the Celestial Dragons would laugh at her morbid observations. Their shared experience of losing everything young but finding new family? That's deeper than any surface attraction. Now for the swordsman whose love life is more complicated than his 3-sword style. You probably think Zoro is marrying Perona or Tashigi, but Zoro is marrying Hiori, and the evidence is overwhelming. Hiori is the only woman Zoro has ever shown genuine protective instincts towards without being asked. She understands the warrior way because she's samurai royalty. She doesn't need protection, but appreciates strength. When she nursed him back to health, Zoro let her. This man refuses help from everyone but accepted hers naturally. Plus, marrying Wano royalty gives Zoro access to every sword technique in the country. Hiori plays music, Zoro drinks in silence. Perfect evening. Now for the elephant who thinks marriage is a type of meat. You probably think Luffy won't marry anyone because he's uninterested in romance. But Luffy's marrying Boa Hancock, though not for reasons she thinks. It won't be about love or attraction. Luffy will marry her because she feeds him, protects his crew, and doesn't try changing him. Luffy's love language is food and freedom. Hancock provides both unconditionally. The marriage would happen accidentally. Luffy would agree for the wedding meet, then realize he likes having her around. The funniest part? Luffy probably won't realize they're married until someone explains it years later. But here's the twist. These marriages only happen after their dreams are achieved. Sanji finds all blue, then settles with Pudding. Nami maps the world, then partners with Law. Usopp becomes brave, then returns to Kaya. Robin uncovers true history before finding Sabo, Zoro becomes world's greatest swordsman before considering Hiori, Luffy becomes Pirate King before understanding marriage. Each Straw Hat's perfect partner represents their achieved dream, not current desire. Love happens after adventure in One Piece, not during it. So here's my question. Do you think any Straw Hat would refuse marriage entirely? Could Zoro stay single forever? What happens when Luffy discovers marriage means sharing meat? Drop your predictions in the comments. Subscribe to FortuNeko for more One Piece content beyond surface level. Thanks for watching, and remember, if Luffy can become Pirate King, he can definitely figure out marriage, eventually.